Welcome back. I'm Lawn Bae, and this is my 2026 trailer setup. Alrighty, babe, so starting with the trailer. This right here is a 2024 6x10 lone wolf trailer with high sides. We got it from A&A Trailer Centers off of Jonesboro Road in Georgia. One of the things that I really love about this trailer is that it's easy to fit all of our equipment on it. A couple of the cool features on this trailer that I really love are the steps, the reflectors, and the braking light. I am in love with this trailer, but honestly, one of the things that I'm ready for is a trailer that allows me to just push the button and wind up and down by itself. But we're not rich yet, so we're making do with what we've got. Now let's start from the front and work our way back. We're gonna start with my favorite mower. This is the Toro GrandStand 36-inch, and I like to call her Big Red. She's small, but she's mighty. Let's check her out. One of the things that I love about this mower is its ability to handle tough, tall, and thick grass, which is something, if you're familiar with our channel, Drake Lawn Care, you see regularly. So this is a 2024 GrandStand, not to be confused with the GrandStand Multi-Force. It does have a 15 horsepower Kawasaki engine, and right now we've only got about 74 hours running on the clock. Now, one of the reasons we chose this specific mower and deck size is because it's perfect for Atlanta yards who have those really tiny backyard gates with those large yards. So oftentimes we find ourselves trying to fit those smaller decks through it, and then we have this stuck look on our face when we find out how big the backyard is. No bueno. So this is a commercial grade mower, and I'd encourage you all to check it out. Moving on to my next and favorite mower, we're talking about the Toro 30-inch TurfMaster. This features a commercial Kohler engine, and boy is it mighty. This mower is not for the weak, guys. It is 100 pounds. It does only hold a 1-gallon gas tank, and it varies in cutting height from 1.5 to 5 inches. Some of the things that I love about this mower is the cut quality. It doesn't matter what lawn we're on, it always leaves behind beautiful, nice stripes. And there's no striping kit at all on this thing. I also love that it has a side discharge and mulching capability. It's got a great bagger, and boy, when I tell you this mower is like chef's kiss, give it a try if you haven't, and let me know in the comments below if you've already used it and what you think about it. This season for our blowers, we are running Shindaiwa. If you've been following along, you know we previously had that STIHL BR800, and guys, while it was an ultra powerful blower and we loved it so much, it really could not keep up in this Georgia heat. So now this season we're running the Shindaiwa EB910RT. Make sure I said that right. I did. And boy, is this thing powerful. I absolutely love this blower. One of the things that I kind of dislike about it is how heavy it is. And I know a lot of people tell me in the comments on previous videos that I should try a smaller blower. But here we do a lot of leaf cleanups. We have a lot of powerful debris that we have to blow around. And it has those adjustable straps to make sure that it stays on upright. This season, we do have some racks on our trailer to make sure to keep all of our equipment secured. Previously, we had the equipment defender racks, and guys, they stole our trailer, so they stole the racks too. This season, we're using some called buyers, and they were gifted to us from a subscriber, so we definitely appreciated the love there. If you do run a trailer setup or a business and you don't have any defender racks on your trailer, I highly encourage you to get some, invest in it, spend that extra money. It gives you a nice peace of mind, and also, in my opinion, it makes loading and unloading easier on the job sites. Instead of having to keep going back and forth and pulling everything off, you can just safely walk to it whenever you do need that piece of equipment and leave the rest of them stored there. Let's get into the bad boys that keep the job running smooth. These are the tools that Drake uses the most, and if you follow along our channel, you know he's a bad man with these tools. So we're gonna start first off with our edger. This is the Shindaiwa LE235. I get a lot of questions asking what Drake is using when he's slicing and dicing on these lawns, and it's this right here. I absolutely love this edger because when he's working with it, It doesn't seem like he has to put much force into it. It seems like this is a little bit better for him to use than our previous edgers that we had, which was steel. And of course, we love the steel. It was mighty powerful, but in this Georgia sun, steel just doesn't seem to keep up. It has a problem. It shuts off, or you know, it's harder for him to crank up. So we haven't had any of those issues with Shindaiwa thus far. Alrighty, so for our next tool, this is gonna be the STIHL Kombi System 131R. And guys, I have to stop and say something about this, because I know you're probably feeling like I'm ragging on steel and saying it can't keep up in this Georgia heat, but baby, when it does, there is nothing that competes with the power of steel. We absolutely love it. It's a great machine. It has multiple attachments. And also, one of our subscribers sent this out to us. Huge shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Anita. We love and appreciate you so much. Now for this tool, Drake is able to swap out between different head systems. So right now he's using the Ninja Star, which is what we have attached. This is great for clearing brush and vines. Typically when he was using a weed eater head, that string would break apart and it would just get tangled up in those vines. But with this, the head is actually a steel blade. So there's no tangling. That blade just slices completely through, and it's been game changer. It really increases our efficiency. So if you've never tried this out, I would recommend and encourage you to look into the STIHL Kombi system, specifically the Ninja Star head attachment. Another great thing about this Kombi system that I absolutely love is the heads are interchangeable. So right now I don't have the attachment with me, but I will show you in the video. We also have a power broom attachment, which is game changer, guys. This is our very first season utilizing the power broom attachment. And y'all, if you've watched our videos in the past, you know how hard it is to shovel up all of that dirt back and forth and using that push broom. It takes a lot out of us. I'm only 135 pounds, so your girl needs all the help that I can get. And this STIHL power push broom attachment has made my life and job a lot easier. And last but not least, let's talk about our nice, amazing weed eater. This season, we're running with the Shindaiwa T262. Had to make sure. And guys, I cannot say enough amazing things about this powerful weed eater. You guys comment on my Instagram all the time. What is it that your husband is using when he's slicing through those yards? How is he making it look that amazing? It's cutting like butter. You guys, Drake is great. I won't take that away from him, but this power in this weed eater is really elevating him to the next level. Guys, I'm gonna show you some overlays really quickly so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. It slices through tall, thick grass with ease. It redefines all the edges that we have. And you know we only do overgrown in our channel. So when I say it works, it works. Another thing that we have new this season edition is our mounted spare tire, guys. And I know that may seem like something small, but to us, that's a really huge deal, because perception is everything in this industry. I mean, how you present yourself and how you show up to a client's yard can determine how much you're able to charge, and it can also determine the level of clientele that you're able to get. So for us, we got tired of looking raggedy, you know, with the tire just rolling all around. Kind of came across a little janky at times, you know, so you want to always present yourself professionally. And I don't care what anybody says. You can have the skills, you can have the tools, but when you present yourself a certain way, it just puts you up at a higher level and it gets you more money. I have a story for you guys that I'll tell you a little bit later, but forget it. We'll talk about it right now. The very first day that we pulled up with our trailer, before we had any of this brand name fancy equipment, we pulled up with our trailer and we instantly started getting more leads and jobs on the spot. I think that very first day we got a $500 job just by showing up with the trailer. So investing in yourself and your presentation in this industry specifically will get you more money. And if you have something to say about that, argue in the comments. Actually, never mind, argue with your mama. Now let's keep going. Oh my gosh, guys, I totally forgot. You know, our racks are only able to hold up 3 items, so this one gets left out, but we cannot leave out our articulating hedge trimmer, because Drake is the best with the hedges. I mean, he's an artist with it. So this is what he uses to do those. It is Shindaiwa. It is an AH262, I believe. Let me double check. Hold on. Yay, I got it right. So yeah, that's what this is. It is an articulating hedge trimmer. And guys, what I really love about this is you can move it around and adjust it. So if you don't know what articulating hedge means, let me show you. Do you see how this is able to move? So now when he's hedge trimming, he can do different shapes and make it move in different ways. And you guys, I'm not strong enough to hold this, so I'm not even gonna act like I am. I'm gonna put this down before I break it now. Let's move on to the hand tools that I reach for every day on the job. Now these are some of the tools that I reach for every single day, and they do make it on the trailer for every job site. We're talking about the garden rake, my quickie job site push broom. We've got this beautiful orange and black hoe. You gotta keep a hoe if you know what I mean. And we've got a nice snow shovel, deep scoop shovel, which helps us with debris. So these go with us everywhere. And guys, I wanna put you on a little secret in case you're out of the loop like I once was. These Shuriken gas cans are absolutely amazing. If you want to reduce spills on the job site, you got to get you one of these. They're not expensive. We're not endorsed by them, but man, it's a great product. So I like to put everybody on it if I can. It's got this nice little nozzle that you just pull out, pour it into the fuel tank that you would like to use to fill. You just push this little button down and man, it starts to fill all on its own. In the past, we used to have a couple of spills every now and then. You're gonna have to pour water down and that just leaves behind bad stains and a bad name and reputation. And in this business, your reputation is everything. So investing in tools that keep your reputation good, it goes a long way and gets you the money. And now for the latest and greatest, guys, we did have to make some additional upgrades onto our trailer because when we first started out, we didn't have the money to buy that souped up trailer. So fancy equipment is great. You know, it gets the job done, but none of that matters if you're not securing it on the day-to-day. So that is why we got some D-rings installed into our trailer. So we did put in 6 different D-rings at different points. The D-rings allow us to now use our SmartStraps. These are retractable tie-down straps, and boy, when they say SmartStraps, they really mean it. These things are so easy to use. I just pop open the retractable, hook it into my D-rings, extend the line back, attach it to my tow hitch, and give it a few cranks. Between my truck, trailer, and equipment, I've invested a ton into this setup, and none of that matters if it isn't secured properly before we hit the road. That's why I use SmartStraps. They give me peace of mind knowing my equipment is secure while I'm hauling from job to job. And just like that, we've got both mowers secured. And when you're done for the day, you just open the retractable and unhook it. Guys, these things are awesome. Head over to smartstraps.com to get you some. Use code LawnBae15 at checkout. One of the most exciting and biggest upgrades that we got this season was our dream truck, a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT, and baby, this thing is fully loaded. Let's take a look. This thing is packed with features, y'all. It's fully loaded. You know, Drake and I always were riding together in our smaller GMC Canyon, which was like the mid-size truck, or I guess you could say like the pickup style, very small, but it's what we had to do to start our business. So I always encourage people, don't try to bite off more than you can chew. Start with where you are and allow your business to grow. It's about getting that foundation first. And we did that. And we were long overdue for an upgrade. So I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this. This truck is fully loaded. It does have a super cab, meaning our back seat can fit an additional 3 full-size adults if needed. And you know we're bringing some new guys on the crew this year, so you will be seeing them shortly. Also, this truck comes fully loaded with a 6.5-foot long bed. Y'all, it takes me double time to turn this thing and to park. I be looking kind of crazy. We're still getting used to it. Sometimes I feel like I'm in that Cullinan, if you know what I mean. So let's get started with some of the other features. Y'all, this Georgia heat has us in 98-degree weather, so I need y'all to step inside with me for a minute because I am sweating. But anyways, let's get into all of these awesome features. As you can see, we have a full-size in-dash entertainment system. Guys, I am so bad with directions. They call me directionally challenged. So having something this full size where I could just look at it, and it's also got it on the front, the head-up display, it keeps me from getting lost in the city. Another thing that I really love about this truck is how large this armrest is. Drake and I both love to have our arm on the armrest at the same time, and we used to kind of be doing a gang of tug of war and pushing back on each other and seeing really the driver got to keep their arm on it. But now in this truck, we both get to have it. I also love that this truck comes fully loaded with heated seats, which is game changer. And y'all, let's just take a moment to admire how beautiful this truck is. It's really nice. So this truck has so many different features and modes, and I just want to run through them really quickly with you guys. Some of my favorite things about this truck are that it's got the blind spot assist, which of course that happens on every truck. But one thing that I didn't know is how awesome this cruise control is. Guys, we're actually in the future. In this cruise control, you do not have to keep your foot on the gas or the brake, which is like mind-blowing to me, because for the longest, cruise control features sucked because I always felt like I would get like Charlie horses trying to keep my leg in place in case I needed to brake or stop. It just gave me anxiety. So I hated cruise control. But with this, it feels like you're driving a Tesla. It brakes for itself. The only thing you have to do is keep your hand on the steering wheel and not fall asleep. So I can do that. Another thing that I really love about this truck, and Drake loves about it also, is there's a feature that can fold this gear shift down. Look how amazing that is. I feel like we have a chauffeur. Like, are we rich? No, almost. But anyways, this you can fold up and down. I also like that sometimes, you know, I make mistakes when I'm driving. I might put my foot off the brake sometimes, and this car will automatically correct that for me, and it changes the gear into park for you automatically, which is crazy, but I know it's saving me. Another thing that I really like about this truck is I blast my music so loud. Your girl loves to vibe out, and sometimes when I'm backing up or I'm getting close to things, it will actually turn the music down for me. It's basically telling me, pay attention, girl, you're about to hit somebody, which is something Drake really loves, because I have been into 2 car accidents in the past, so let's not talk about that. Also, y'all, this truck is so big and it's kind of hard for me to see over the hood, which is something that I struggle with that visibility of driving in a bigger truck. But I really love how they thought of everything here. Not that button. I just press this button and look at how this display shows. It shows me the front of the vehicle, the back of the vehicle. It shows me all the way 360 and an overhead aerial view, which I find very impressive. You know, it helps me out when I'm going through the drive-through. It helps me when I have a sharp turn. It helps me when I'm pulling the trailer. And y'all, actually, there's another feature that I'm really excited about testing on this truck. So if you want to see that, put those in the comments below if you'd like to see a full truck review. But it's called Trailer Assist. So basically, you can measure your trailer, hook it up, put it into the system. And now when it's time for me to reverse, instead of having to, if you've never driven a trailer before, you don't know. When you reverse, you have to turn opposite the direction of what you want the trailer to go. And me, I'm already directionally challenged, so that's just too much for me to deal with, and it gives me anxiety. It makes me shut down, and I never drive because I don't want to have to deal with that. But with this vehicle, they really thought of everything. They gave us trailer assist. So Ford, if you're watching this, thank you from a lady. I love it. It helps me feel confident with driving my trailer. And now I just want to show you guys more about the truck. It's true what they say, girls do love to drive fast. One of the favorite things about this truck is that 400 horsepower, baby. I feel like I'm in a Hemi. You literally feel the motor. It is a twin turbo V6 engine, so it's very powerful. We also have different driving modes because this truck is a 4-wheel drive, which I love. It helps us out when we're going to the dump. You can switch it between rain, sleet, and slow. We've got EcoBoost, and one of my favorite things about this truck is that we've gotten up to 600 miles on a full tank, which is insane. I don't even know if I'm telling the truth, but I am. And also, another great feature about this truck is its towing capacity. You guys know we're really trying to get us a dump trailer, and when we had our GMC Canyon, we couldn't pull no real big dump trailer, but with this, we're going to be able to really scale and grow our business. So you guys are going to see this truck on the channel for many seasons and years to come. And if you would like to see a full detailed overview and breakdown and drive through the city in this truck, make sure to put that in the comments below so that we can get that video out to you guys. All right, you know your girl can't stay in that AC for too long. Let's get some sun on my face. Another great feature of this truck is everything's automated. So right here, we've got this button where you can let the tailgate down. I'm gonna catch it because we've got our trailer hook right here and I don't want any damage, but that's pretty cool, right? Also, let me show you this. I didn't do that. Moving on. All right, girls, remember, I'm just a girl. I'm doing the best I can. So right here, guys, I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Drake's sister, she's so eloquent. She said it's a tourniquet or something like that. I just call it the bed cover. And I love it because we can fold it all the way back. Oh, it's hot. Shoot. It can go all the way back. You can fold it all the way back. And what I really love about this is in the past, when we would be driving with our equipment, there was nothing to cover up our bed. So when we'd have tools on the back, we'd always have to rush home or try to rush to find, to seek shelter so that our equipment wouldn't get damaged. But with this, we can actually keep all of our equipment covered and secure no matter the rain. It helps protect against theft. We don't have to unload every time and drop things off the storage unit because now we know we are protected and insured. So guys, let me know what you think about the truck. Do you think we did a good upgrade? Let me know. That's enough. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hungry. I feel like I've talked y'all to death. And actually, I got to go make some money and get back to work. So I'm going to have to see y'all later. But before I head out, I want to tell you guys, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Put those notification bells on so that you can stay up to date all things Lawn Bae and Drake Lawn Care. Until the next time, this is it for my Lawn Bae 2026 truck and trailer setup.